So let's talk about cues because cues are so important to firing the correct things and making sure everything is right when it comes to stage display and that sort of thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go show you, go to the cue palette here, and these are the cue palettes. So we have our clear cues. This is our clear all cue here. We can actually set that up and put that on the last slide if we wanted to put that on the last slide so that it cleared everything. We want to make sure if we want to clear the audio, clear the background, clear our live, and then clear all the props. We have our graphic media cues, we have our audio media cues, and our live video media cues. We also have stage display cues, which you use that all the time, as well as timer cues, prop, masking, message, and then also social media cues. So what I'm going to do is I'll kind of show you how Bloom Church, we don't use this in live video and different things like that at the moment. So I'm going to kind of show you how to use this in the Bloom Church context. So what I'm going to do is actually going to go in here, and I've got a worship thing set up here. We've got the song Recreate. Now we want to make sure the band can see on their screen below. They actually have a TV below that shows them all of this in a different format, which we'll go over in another video. All this in a different format. We want to make sure they can see that. So we want to add that cue to the first slide. We're going to click on the slide. I'm going to hit Control on Mac here, and then we're going to go to Add to Cue. Now, as you can see, we could go to our cue palette here, which we just went to, and then these are our basic cue functions. We have the clear all, the audio, background, live, and the props, those ones that are in the cue palette. We have our stage display layout, and we have our timer cue as well. So we can see all those timers we created in the timer video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here to my talk. I actually have a talk right here. As you can see, there's already a timer and a stage display cue already here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and remove the cues. So we're going to go to remove cues here. We'll go to remove all. Okay. Now I want to be able to see my notes that I have made on this slide, which we'll go over in another video as well. So I want to click this first slide, and I'm going to hit Control, and then I'm going to go down to Add Cue, and we're going to go to Stage Display Layout, and we're going to go to Mike's Talk. I've already set up a stage display thing called Mike's Talk. So when we click on that, that's added that cue for stage display. I'm also going to add a timer, a minute and 20-second timer, and we're going to go to Add Cue and Stage Display, timer cue, and then there is my Mike's Talk timer cue. So anyway, that's kind of how we add cues in the midst of Bloom services. So if we wanted to, we could go in and say, we had this happen the other day where we had Kids Church, and Kids Church, they don't use live band, they use tracks. So we could go and right click, and we could go Add Cue, and we could go to our cue palette, and we could go to Add the audio cue, and we could just drag that on there, and then that goes and then looks for, hey, where's the music? So we go to the music, and we go pick out, I think that's all Great Are You Lord, I believe. You guys have probably found it faster than I have. Anyway, we'll just go ahead, there it is right there. Great Are You Lord, click on that, hit open, and then what it does is it adds that audio cue. So when I click on this, it's going to automatically start that song. I'm going to go ahead and stop that. So anyway, that's kind of how we add cues into our slides here for Bloom services. We'll see you guys in the next video.